G'day and welcome back to Duck Solid Gaming and Willamina Forest. That's right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back in Willamina. It's been a little bit of time, but that time has now come to get back into the forestry and clearing up our farm from basically nothing. Alright, so what are we up to? Well, we've done a little bit of work in the couple of days it's been since we were last live, so to speak, here at Willamina Forest. And we've started prepping a big area where we've got 3 new fields going in, which is over the other side near our sheep. So we're going to get over there and finalise some of that. We are also going to bring our sheep in and we're going to start looking after them as well. So that is the plan at this point in time. But for now, let's just go and head on over there and see what we're going to get done. Right, so what we're going to do is going to take the 0 on here. And we are going to head down here to our little plateau down the bottom of the hill here, where we've got our silo and everything, and where we're going to put some of our production machinery, plant, or whatever else we need to use. And we're going to collect a loading wagon, a trailer, and we're going to head on over and we're just going to take a bit more of the forestry out. We're probably not going to get it all complete and done, but we'll get a little bit more taken over there and see what we've got to get going with. Now, the other thing is, while we're doing all this, we have to be mindful of the fact that we're now in day 2 of summer. So even if we do get the fields ready, we're not going to be in a state to plough, I don't think. So let's have a quick look. Alright, so as you can see here, unless we're going to plant grass, poplar or oilseed radish, we're not going to be able to get anything out of it. But what we may, well, except for soybeans and corn, we may be able to get them in very quick. If we're quick enough to get these fields done, we might be able to get those in. So let's see how we go. I won't say no to putting soybeans or corn in if we can. So that'll be fine. But otherwise, what the plan was going to be, if as I just jump in cable a little bit quieter, not a lot for this thing. If we can get that done, if we can't get the corn or soybeans or whatever it was planted, we will plant grass on those fields. That will give us at least probably one growth stage of grass. We'll be able to bring a harvest of grass in, and that'll stockpile our grass for our sheep for a period of time we don't have to worry about again. So it won't be a total loss to us. But in the meantime, we've certainly got a lot more work to get done in there. So we're going to concentrate on getting that all. Well, as I take out that tree, or tree takes out the tractor. Good start to the episode. Well done, Duck. All right, now let's keep on going. Yeah, so that'll give us a good supply of grass, banked up, ready to go. So yeah. All right, so we're across the river here. And this is where we've got our sheep pen over here on our right hand side. Coming over past now, I'll just come out of cab again so we can see that. For those of you that haven't been here for a while, that's our big sheep pen. A bit empty at the moment, we haven't got any sheep in there, but shouldn't be too bad. So we're going to go up this way, we're going to go over our grass field here that we've got, just to sort of show the lay of the land and what we've done. So as you can see, it's hilly. That's going to be a problem with this map, full stop. We already know that. But in here we've started creating one field. So this field here, going to go through down here, go just down to the track where you see that grass there to our right hand side, or just ahead of us there as I'm looking at the camera there towards the T-Rex. Goes through there. In fact, this field is now done. Actually, I did finish this one. So this one is now done. This field here is going to be quite a large field as well. We'll drive around the border of this field. So this field will come down through here, and this one there's no chance I don't think we're getting this one ready, because as you can see, it's going to be quite big. I may split this up into 2 fields yet, I don't know, but having a really big field is not necessarily going to be a bad thing for us either. But as you can see, the terrain is up and down all over the place. That comes through here. So basically what we did is we brought the T-Rex through and just ploughed around the boundary of where we want our field to be, and then we work on in from there. So that comes back down in here, and that's the extent of it. So it'll join back up here, and that's that field through there. And then the last field we've got is this field just over here, which is they're ready to go. But I think now the fact that I've realised that I'm pretty much good to go with this other field, I think we might just prep that instead. So what we'll do is we'll change things on the fly. So I'm going to leave the trailer here. We'll put down the brooks here as well. Right. Now we're going to go back to the farm. Now let's have a look and see. I'm sure I'm going to need to put lime down. So have a look. Where are we? We're down here. So there you go. There's the definition of the fields we've got. So we've got this field here. So we've just got to take this little bit of forestry and grass out through here, and then that little patch there. Then that's done. This one here we've got to work on entirely, and this one here is done. And we need to put some. What do we need to put? We need to put lime down, which is fine. So we're going to do that. It doesn't need ploughing, so that's all good. Now, if we have a look at our lands, that's where we are. So this is the land we're going. So if I toggle that again, we've still got all this huge area up here that we can use, but you can see by the terrain deformation there, it's not smooth by any means. So that's going to be part of our battle. This one down here is probably one of the better fields we're going to have. But as you can see, they're not small fields anyway. Even this one is actually not probably that much bigger than these two fields here, and certainly smaller than this main field over here we've got going. Now let's have a look at these fields as well while we're here. They're currently growing, so they're in, what's that, about the second stage of growing by the look of it, maybe third, getting close to third. So they're going to be watched as well. So we've got wheat in there, we've got barley in there, and we've got canola. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll get back in here, we'll get this field here prepped, and I think we'll put soybeans in this one. Alright, so that's the plan. Right, so instead of talking about it, let's get on and do it. Now we also do need to come in and fix up this track. We'll actually make this into a road, spend a bit of money there, maybe smooth it out just a little bit. So that's other work we need to do. Now, obviously with all the wood we've been taking out of the area, we've got a bit of money up our sleeves. We've got 636,000 now, so we've gone through a lot of wood sales, or wood chip sales. But we needed that anyway because we haven't got a combine harvester. So we are going to be in need of a combine harvester to harvest our fields. So what we are going to do, I've decided we are going to just buy a smaller combine. I know we did toy previously and discuss about possibly just leasing a combine harvester initially, because of the fact we don't know if the smaller combines will deal so well with the slopes and all that. But we're just going to bite the bullet. I'm either going to get a Rostral Smash or probably a case, or a case. I think a case was the preferred one. Combine harvester. So we'll be looking into that basically as soon as we get a chance. So almost go into the trees again. So we'll be looking at getting that up and running as well. So yeah. Anyway. Alright, so we're going to head up in here, head back up to the farm. We're going to grab the lime spreader. We'll come down, we'll fill it up with lime if we need to, down there at our shelf where we've got all our supplies on it. And then we can just continue on and get it seeded. Alright, now I think we're using the horse. I think we're using the horse for our lime. I'm pretty sure we were, because we hadn't done anything else with dry fertilizer or anything, so let's see what we've got in here. Alright, so he's got just over half a load of lime. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to head down, we're going to fill him up and see how that all goes. Anyway, I hope everyone is doing well. We are continuing with developing obviously videos for the channel, all that sort of stuff, and having a fun time with it. So there's being a bit of a ramp up now in relation to farming sim videos, changing our schedule a little bit, all that sort of stuff. And obviously with the return of this, it means we've currently got 3 series underway at the moment, and there is a 4th one coming. Not going to say any more about it. There is also the WA series, which is available for our patrons only. The next episode of WA will be out very soon as well. I thought that was the line there, it's obviously not. So yeah, we've got lots of stuff coming out for FS19. Now there is also the new DLC coming out. Well, actually, I don't even know if they've actually released the date yet. Coming out soon, the Bourgeois DLC. I'm not going to talk about that other than the fact that he's coming out. We've seen a video, or there will be a video very soon that talks about that a little bit. Let me have a look. I'll put 3 out. I don't know how much these are. Right, we'll just load them up. There we go. Yeah, so we're not going to discuss the DLC at the moment and my opinions of it because I don't want to get started. Simple as that. Anyway, so we'll just fill this up first, then we'll get going, cracking into it. Oops. Now I'm thinking this will take us about 19,000. It's probably going to be close. Am I going to need to be totally full and then come back and fill up again? Who knows? Well, it's not that big of a field, so it should be okay. Alright, let's go. Right, so yes, we're going to go off, we'll fertilise the field, we'll then come back and grab a seeder and seed the field, and then that'll be that progress done, and then we'll get back into clearing out the forestry. Now, obviously, as we've discussed previously, we do have the problem of what we're going to do over winter, and winter is just going to be prepping more land in relation to getting more farmland made available to us. Now the intention is video wise and coverage of that. We'll do a little bit of coverage of it just to sort of show the season going through and all that sort of stuff, but I won't be doing like 6 or 7 episodes in the middle of winter unless there's something that pops up that is worthwhile sort of having on there. So don't expect to see a lot of the stuff coming out of winter. But before we get to winter, we should hopefully get through our fall, and we should have to be harvesting our crops and all that first. So we'll cross that bridge with the winter when we come to it. But that's basically the plan at this stage, what we intend on doing, but we'll see how that goes. Alright, let's get this going. There's lovely white dust everywhere. Obviously it's just turned 6 in the morning here in game, so it's an early start. We had a late finish, early start. So we're just going to get this done. It won't take us long. Obviously we actually give a good coverage of it though too. So yeah, so when we come back we'll finish off that field that's directly in front of us now down to the water line. That'll be the next field to finish. And then this other big field that's over behind us now, we'll get that done in due course. We may even just that way, I may be done over winter. That may be one of the ones we finish in winter. We do need to get in and search and plan out our next field as well beyond that. And that takes a bit of time, like sort of driving through the tight wooded area, sort of see what the lay of the land is and see what will work and what won't work. So we'll plan out the next one. And basically the premise of how I do it, I mean, I don't know whether it's the right thing to do or not, but effectively I'll go in, I'll find the boundary of what I want to do. I'll clear out a boundary run, effectively like we've done with the other one just ahead of us. And then just cut out all the stuff in the middle then. So whether that's what everyone else does or whatever else, I don't know, but it's certainly what seems to work for me at the moment. It gives me an idea of where I need to go and what I need to do, and that's how we'll continue to do it at this point in time, unless someone's got a better idea. And if you have got a better idea, feel free to let me know in the comments. Alright. So that's almost done. That was nice, quick and easy. Nice little patch up here to fix up. We did use most of that though. We used 12,000 litres of lime. That's one thing with the lime. I guess I don't really know whether it's actually a realistic amount of lime that is used. In fact, no, we'll take it back. We'll take it back because we've got to leave it back near the shelves anyway. It's got to refill. I don't know if it's a realistic amount of lime that gets thrown out of these things. I mean, we do have the spray mod as well that we could use, which limits the amount of, so you can cut right back to the amount of lime or fertilizer that's used on crops and fields. Certainly haven't got that active in this game, in this series, but I don't know whether it's worthwhile doing it or whether the lime is a bit high in its usage. If you happen to know, or if you've got a bit of an opinion on that, let me know in the comments. Let's have a bit of a chat about it as I take out another tree. I think it's the same tree that got me last time. Yeah, and we can have a bit of a chat about it. But what do you think? I've thought since day one that the lime is too much of a cost and an imposition in relation to how much you have to spread over a field. But I'm not a farmer. I don't know for sure. I don't know if it needs to be a really thick. We're having a terrible day of driving today. Yeah, so let me know what you think. And if you have a real idea on, or an accurate idea on what the go is with that, then let me know. All right. So we're going to just bring this down here like this and leave this here. Now I'm going to put it out of the way because I may need to bring the seeder down and fill up with seed and fertilizer as well. Alright, so we're going to leave the horse there. I'm going to head back up the top of the hill and I'm going to grab a seed up and get that done as quick as we possibly can. Alright. So all these fields here need to be harvested very soon. Except for this grass field up closest to the farm. We've already taken the first cut of that. So that is ready to go when we do get some sheep, and we're going to get some sheep. Like I said, we'll do that this episode. We'll buy some sheep and get them transported in. We won't transport them in ourselves. We'll pay someone to do it because it's just easier that way. Alright, now what have we got? We've got the horse, haven't we? I think we might use the horse for this. I think the Great Plains might be a bit of overkill. I also don't know how it's going to go in those fields over there, but anyway. I mean, did alright with these ones over here, so I've got no reason to believe it won't be okay. But I think the horse is actually one of my favourite planters. So I don't mind using that at all. Okay, so we've got fertilizer and seed. I reckon we've got enough in there, so let's just set the planter up. Let's have a quick look again. What was it? We can do either soybeans or corn. 10 degrees soil temperature. What's our soil temperature? 10 degrees. Right. Perfect. Let's go get that planted before the perfection changes. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much the plan going in for Willamina. So Willamina will be back, like I said. It will be a weekly occurrence again. Not sure what days it'll be in relation to the schedule. I think at the moment I have Monday, Wednesdays is Lakeland Vale, and I think it's Saturdays is Ningen Farms, and then I'm not sure when you're going to see this, what day it will be, but whatever day this comes out, it'll most likely be the same day going forward. And it will be doubled up with another video from the channel, whether it be 2 Point Hospital, 7 Days to Die, or whatever we've got going. But there will be 2 videos in a day when this one comes out. So yeah, hopefully work will settle enough in the fact that we can keep on going with this this schedule and keep all these videos coming out. It is a bit of a test in relation to getting the time and all that to do it and getting it uploaded, but I think we've done okay so far. So 2020's worked out pretty good thus far for the channel, so we'll just see if we can get that to continue, obviously. I hope you're enjoying it. If there's anything else, by the way, at any time you would like to see, or any suggestions in games or equipment or anything else you want to do, then let us know. We will be getting back into doing some mod reviews and some map reviews and that as well, as best we possibly can, but obviously the series is going to take precedence at the moment, just purely from the fact of getting the content out there. But yeah, let me know if there's something you want to see particularly, and we'll see what we can do about it. Alright. And here we go. No, why have I done oat? I'm sure I selected soybeans. Alright, now we've got soybeans. We might have some oat there. Alright. Yeah, so if there's anything you want to see in relation to equipment, or if you have a suggestion for other equipment to use, feel free to let me know. Don't bother suggesting John Deere, because you won't be seeing that. I'm having a shocker with driving today. No, I don't need any further comments about it only being today, but yes, I'm having a shocker with driving today. Yeah, so don't bother suggesting John Deere. You probably most likely won't ever see that again. I have got some of that in one series, and that'll be more than enough. Anyway, unless we're doing a firefighting series, obviously. Let me know, yeah, in case you want to do that, or any maps you want to see reviewed, or indeed any other games that you suggest might be a good fit for the channel, or you want to see me butcher, let me know, and we'll have a bit of a look-see and see what we can do. Alright. I might have to clear some more of these trees that are on the sort of the border of the fields, just to make sure we've got enough room for the combine and everything when it comes through. But I think generally we should be okay. Obviously, what else has happened? So recently we had the patch for the class DLC. Again, I'm not going to get started on that today. I do have definite opinions in relation to giants and their patching and all that sort of stuff, which I think most of you are well aware of, and this one is not going to turn into a rant. But may I just say, two main things. One, it's about bloody time. Giants, it's taken well and truly too long for you to patch that DLC, and certainly taken too long in general over history for you to patch your game, full stop. However, the other thing I will say is a lot of people are saying the patch notes were fantastic, and yeah, the patch notes were very detailed once, and normally Giants patch notes are very scant with detail. However, the other problem that's coming out of these patch notes is there's still a lot of stuff that's missing, Giants, and there's a lot of stuff that's still not working, Giants. But I mean, hey, what would it be with Giants not releasing something and breaking something else, or not fixing something completely? Anyway, so yeah, we'll just leave it there at that. But Giants, you still need to pick up your game a fair bit. Sorry. In fact, no, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not a fanboy. I like the game. I like the premise. I just don't like the way that Giants is producing things and delivering for their customers. Anyway, I'm sure your console fanboys will be happy when the new game comes out in another 12 months, 18 months, whenever the hell you manage to get it done. Because hey, we know that's what you're concentrating on. Alright, let's move on. That. We'll just turn her in here and go down this way. One thing about the Pronto, it does, being only a fairly narrow seeder with a nice capacity thanks to Stevie, it ticks all the boxes. Although we probably should have lifted it up there instead of going over the grass, but that's okay. Very steep little area through here. Like many elevations in this game, especially in this view from the vehicles, the elevation change can be very, very deceiving, and it's no different here. And that's a very steep and sudden drop down through there, so it'll be interesting to see how we go with harvesting that. I'm looking forward to the challenge, actually, the harvest, to see exactly how it does. I mean, we've already seen that the mowers have some problems with the dips and the bumps and all that sort of stuff in areas. So I'm going to be very interested to see how the combine harvesters go, because there's certainly nothing near a flat field. So that's why I'm thinking the smaller combine harvesters are going to serve us better, because you've got a narrower header. And I don't think having a super wide header is going to be that helpful, to be honest. So we'll just have to wait and see. Alright. Back up again. It's almost like a roller coaster. Like if you were just running around this at speed, it'd be up and down, up and down. It'd be like a roller coaster ride. We're getting close to the finish of having this planted. All right. Yeah, we'll go back down this way. Oh, missed a bit. Have to come back and tidy that bit up. All right. Couple little bits and pieces we've missed, so we'll just tidy them up as well. But we'll probably do them off camera because it's time. We've spent enough time here today. So instead of boring you for a really long video, we're just going to leave it right there. So, of course, before we sign off, don't forget to come out and check us on the following: Discord, your place to come and chat, have some fun. Whoa, as we slide that horse out there. Yeah, so Discord, come and check us out on Twitter and Facebook. We post on there as regularly as we possibly can, and certainly post our videos being released there. And also, don't forget to come and check us out on Twitch. We are just awaiting the finalisation of our new internet connection, and then we'll be streaming on Twitch regularly of a weekend at least, and maybe one night during the week Australian time. But we're looking forward to doing that as well, so come over and check all that out. All the links for that information is down below in the comment section. And also, don't forget, you can also become a patron of the channel if you wish to support the channel. It's greatly appreciated. It helps with the costs of the internet and everything else we sort of do here. And it helps provide things like doing giveaways and stuff like that, which we are due to do. So we will be doing a giveaway. We most likely might do a giveaway actually for the new DLC, the Bourgeois DLC. I'll work out what we're going to do with that, but I'll announce that a little bit later on. So yeah, consider coming in and joining us in Patreon. Doesn't matter if you're $1 Patreon or more, you're all highly respected. And it doesn't even matter if you're not a Patreon, you're still highly respected and a worthy and wonderful member of the channel, or the Duck Zorley Gaming family. So yes, details for Patreon are also down below. And saying that, no matter whether it's afternoon, morning, afternoon, evening, or night, no matter where you're in the world. Take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and we'll see you again very, very soon back here at Willamina Forest and Duck Sorely Gaming. Take care. See you later. Bye.